Good Guy Experience.
Yo, we back in here. What's happening?
How's it going? How's it going?
Hey guys.
Yes, sir. There's your man Tyrone. Back at it. All right, remember me? All right. All right, next to me. Oh, what we got here? Oh, Nightmare 9.
Nightmare 9. I'm gonna explain that in a minute. The
Ooh,
Nightmare 9. I'm gonna explain that in a minute, man.
Then we got the big homie, Big Pearls in here.
Big Pearl.
Hey guys, I missed y'all. Oh my God, I feel like I haven't seen y'all in forever.
Is it Big Pearl or Black Pearl?
No, it's Black Pearl.
Black Pearl. I can't read. See, it's been so long. See,
It's been so long. You calling me by somebody else's name. What's up with
Hey, you know I'm gonna call you that forever now when we come on. And Big Pearl.
See, I done renamed you.
I see. That means I need to get you back. I need to get myself back in your memory so you get my name right.
Big Pearl.
Hey, so what's been happening, y'all? What's been happening?
I mean, gosh, it's been forever, guys.
It's been a minute.
It has,
I feel like a whole different person. Not really, but
my whole life has changed.
I mean, there's been good reasons we've been absent, though, man. We've been absent, but we back there. We're gonna explain some of those reasons. And Pearl, did you want to go first? You want me to explain my reasons?
Of course, because yours is better than mine. So I'm just me. Always got a side hustle, doing different things. Definitely been focused on working in purpose, on purpose type of thing, making sure I'm leaving a legacy, hustling on the side, making sure my Black is beautiful and everybody else's make sure their Black is beautiful too, that type of thing. So making positive impacts. So, but that's not new. I'm just going harder on it. So, yeah.
Okay.
What's some of the things you've been doing, man? Like, what you got
I've been doing some event planning, helping people plan their weddings on a budget.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, planning weddings, retirement parties, bachelor parties, big weddings.
Okay, detail. Give us some details.
Hey.
So did it wasn't really like a surprise, but sort of a surprise. A wife wanted to welcome her husband to the 40 Club, so we got some strippers and stuff for them. Which he loved, she loved, and I loved because they were doing it as a partnership, not that it's okay, honey. And then they start tripping out, so bravo to them. Have done some weddings, first weddings, second weddings, and actually even a third. So been doing things like that. So
see, look at you getting strippers parties together. Blue, all you do is spin records.
It's like candy.
There you go.
But yeah, I've been doing that. And then my next thing is I really want to work on this mentorship that I've been thinking about to get boys interacting with men through sports. And I don't mean basketball. I love basketball. I love football. Right. But more sports like baseball and soccer where you can actually talk and, get that interaction, kind of see positive images, realistic images, not always the images that we get on television. Just the number of men that are not in households. There's a reason it takes a man and a woman to have a child, regardless if that's what your household looks like or not. There's a purpose behind it. So
and it takes a man and woman. Okay, don't get in trouble these days. 2022.
I agree with that a lot.
An X and a Y chromosome, is that better?
Because they I don't know. They be saying some other stuff some places. I don't know.
I agree with that a lot, bro. Like these kids, with me teaching kids, the first thing when you pull out a basketball or a football, they know everything. They know how many points LeBron James scored last night. Yeah. But if you bring up soccer, if you bring up baseball, saying they're not as versed in those sports and everything like that. So you never know what you're great at. I tell my kids all the time. In golf and I bring up golf and ain't nobody want to play no golf. I say, picture Tiger Woods. This man don't really have to work. He's always in the greatest weather, around some beach, some water, and great sunshine. All he has to do is swing a golf club. And he gets paid millions for it. So broaden your horizons. You don't have to go out there and be injured, risk injury for some of these sports. So I applaud what you're doing.
I'm a big advocate of diversifying what you play.
Yeah, I think my thing is this. a man, woman, whatever, is great, can be great, but a man that is inspired to live in their pureness, in their naturalness, in their self, will pour into the community, will pour into another, right? When we think legacy, we always think money. And I'm not saying that there is not a legacy in wealth. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
But the real lasting legacy is beyond money. That's because no one could take away things like inspiring someone or love or investing. You can't do that. Think about how some of us go, oh man, my grandparents used to, that's their legacy that they left on you for you to try to be inspired by to leave on the next. So I just want to do the same for our men, also our women, but you'd be surprised if you do for one, how it pours into the next.
Hey, character matters, man. I tell kids that all the time. Character matters.
I applaud you. You know, you're doing big things in the community like you always do. I always known you as an uplifting person. So I had no doubt in my mind that you were doing things to uplift the community and do things, make this world better. So kudos to you, Big Pearl.
I ain't messing with you. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
All right, it's your turn.
Hey.
Come on.
Well, I've been gone for a while. I've been gone, for almost for a while now, but I got good reason, guys. So hold on.
Oh, not the hook.
Y'all hear my dog in the broad.
Your dog's like, what? The song?
Exactly. So,
yeah, man.
I went out and did a thing, guys. I went out and did a thing. Q Sci-Fi, Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated. Yeah, I went out and became a part of the greatest fraternity in the world. Very proud of it. Nightmare 9, the 9 in the house.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you. To everybody that came out, everybody that supported, everything like that, man. I felt a lot of love. People came out and, traveled and everything like that. And it was on a Thursday. So everybody pretty much had to go to work the next day and everything like that, man. And still came out and showed love, man. It warmed my heart to see how much real love came out in the building and things like that. I want to give a shout out to my DP, my ADP, for making this thing a reality. I want to give a shout out to the Tau Beta chapter of Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated, because without that chapter, there would have been no chance for redemption, no chance for me to come into this great fraternity. And I want to thank, my family. I want to thank my dad from Washington, over me above. And I want to thank the Traveling 10 with Legacy of Omega, my 9 brothers, man. I'm telling you, man, when you into something like this, man, and 10 people coming together with different ideals, different backgrounds, different things like that, becoming brothers, it's a beautiful thing, man. So yeah, a big root to the Traveling 10 and all the brothers out there. Root to the good brothers.
A wonderful thing.
So I have to ask, what made you want to do this?
I've been wanting to do this for a long time, man. My dad, he used to have a best friend who used to come over and teach me chess. He would come over every day, and whether I wanted to or not, he would set a chessboard down. I'm probably 6, 7 at this time, and he would sit down and teach me. And I saw his arm, and what then I thought was a horseshoe. I said, "What's that horseshoe on your arm?" He said, "I'm Omega. I'm a bro." You know what I'm saying? And the morals that he had for himself, and things like that. The way that he was teaching me as a young child, something so critical as chess to improve my mind and everything like that. And I went to Elizabeth City State University, and I saw the good brothers out there.
He said it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I get a Viking pride?
No.
Hey, we're getting there. We're working on it.
But yeah, seeing the good brothers out there and everything like that, man, it just fueled my fire to join this great fraternity. Hopefully one day, we can get my bros on. When we have an episode or something like that, when we're discussing fraternities and sororities, hopefully I can get my bros on one at a time or something like that and come through and uplift the community. Yeah.
So it's gonna be Black Pearl with the top 10.
With the Traveling 10 with Legacy of Omega.
Traveling 10 plus Tyrone.
Hey, speaking of I am a traveling man, but hey, we'll talk about that another time.
And also, I wanted to say this. Also, a reason I did this, I wanted to show the youth because of course, I work in the school system. I wanted to show the youth, like there are other things that you can join out there. You don't have to go out and feel like you got to get brotherhood or love from the gangs out there, the gang culture. and things like that. That street culture, because a lot of kids I'm seeing that they're imitating that street culture, and they're doing it a lot of it because they want to feel brotherhood. So I wore my, the day after I probated and things like that, I came and I wore my my stuff out there, my Nelia, and some kids didn't understand it. They like, Coach got on them. What in the world Coach got on? Laughing at me and stuff like that. But I told them, I said, I had expected that because you don't understand it. You don't know where it comes from. But by the end of the day, I had several children. Hey, I want to be a part of something. I want to step. I want to do X, Y, Z and things like that. And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Showing the kids something positive, bringing something positive into their life. So we definitely got that on the menu. I'm all
for it, boy. I'm all for it. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's nothing like brothership and fellowship, teaching the youth. I'm all about it, man.
Each one teach one.
As well, I've been out here teaching these kids and coaching these kids. These kids came back after COVID, wilding.
Man.
I don't know.
Charged up.
I was like, boy, what's going on? What y'all been doing at home?
Right. Well, the dynamic is different now. Back when I came into school, I was talking to my uncle today. I remember, y'all remember those poppers and things like that they used to pop in school. So I remember, my uncle, he was teaching PE in the 5th grade. He said, next person pop that popper, I'm gonna get you. So me, I pop it. He come over there with the ruler, bend my hand back, pop, pop, pop. I mean, but it's a different day now.
Don't you pull no ruler out? You might be on the floor.
Exactly. Well, or you're gonna be without a job. So.
Yeah, without a job.
Well, on the floor and then without a job, because I'm telling you, one of them kids gonna jump up on you. One of them kids gonna jump up on you.
I plead.
I can't speak on what happened.
Exactly.
I don't think I'm gonna be on the floor, but hey,
There you go.
But that's the my unauthorized tactics that you don't.
Okay. The after you clock out, but still on the clock if you have to.
Yeah.
Type of tactics.
But also, Ty, man, I wanted to thank you, man. You did an excellent job of running the ship. You and you and your co-host, y'all did an excellent job.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Kenny. She couldn't make the night, but she'll be on next time.
Right. You guys did an excellent job. You ran the ship and things like that. Because if you didn't, I hate to think about where the show would have been. I mean, I don't even know if it would still existed, if the group would have still existed or what. So, thank you for putting all that on your shoulders in our absence and things like that and holding it down so we were able to get back. So thank you so much. We appreciate you.
It's all good, man. It's all good. We support around here. We got to keep it going.
Which is fantastic. Fun. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, we done missed so many different topics, man, that it's something I've seen things happen. I'm like, man, we should jump on live, man, talk about this.
Right.
It's been a lot of stuff going on, man. What's some things that you guys have seen that
I've been lurking, and I'm gonna tell you, I know this is old to a lot of y'all, but I haven't been on Facebook. I haven't been on anything for a while. So let me just address the slap heard around the world. Lord have mercy.
Oh, the slap heard around the world.
So I get a text from my people. Did you see what you call a slap? I'm thinking it's a joke at first, and then it's all on the news channels and everything like that. And I will say this: look, Will Smith, I love you, but I'll tell you what, his life would have got turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute to sit right there and tell you how I beat his ass all across Bel Air. Because I'm gonna tell you, shoot, I'm telling you, man. Shout out to Chris Rock for keeping your composure. Shout out to you for staying professional. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't know if I would have. I don't know if I could have had that resolve.
But what about the people that said that Will was just protecting his wife?
You see, they slowly fading out, right?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Obviously, I identify as a woman, right? So, it's wonderful.
What's up, Kim? Thank you for all your support.
I think it's wonderful for your man to protect you. I do, but I think also what we tend to forget is it's us also not to put our man in a position for him to be in danger either, just to prove he loves us. That's where I'm at, and I'm just like, if Chris Rock or even Tony Rock had come out and just, what would you have done? You wouldn't have. The point that he claims he was making wouldn't have been made at all. So,
my whole thing with the slap was, I judge it from technical standpoint. I'm like, you come out and you slap another man, that's even more disrespectful
Open hand, not
punch
even
me.
a punch. Oh, that's like spitting in someone's face to
He
me.
gonna slap me. And then Chris Rock, he just ate it. He just ate it. He ate it. If I slap you like that and you lean in and eat it, oh man, I'm feeling terrible about myself.
But now we see that what Will Smith did was he open hand slapped his money out the way. That's what he did.
Yeah, they canceling. There's some good movies I want to see too.
And because he has like a TV show they were gonna produce. I'm like, please don't take Bel Air. I like that on Peacock.
And Bel Air is fire, man. I love that show, man. The way they man, Bel Air. Bel Air.
So you guys like Bel Air? You guys?
I love it. I love it. I think it took a playful series and made it more, you know, I don't want to say realistic, but it grounded it more, gave it a situational vibe. And, you know, I really love the story that it's got to it. The actor who's playing Will, man, that guy's
he's pretty dope.
That dude is killing it, because it's certain times where I forget shit, that ain't Will Smith. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that guy's killing. Carlton Banks, he makes everybody hate him as he should.
No,
you know, I love the fact that they made Hillary not just some klutz and you know what I'm saying?
Like
she has a mind, she's business minded.
And if you don't know about that actress, she's been trying to get on for a very long time. She has a wonderful voice, you know. So these are just quality to me. They could have got any, you know, actor that was already popular that made everyone go, "Oh, I want to," and they didn't do that. And I think it's good. It's very believable. Like you're like, "Yo, is he snorting?" Oh, Carlton's doing. You know, it's just one of those things.
Yo, he's riding the white horse. I was like, Carlton's riding the white horse.
I'm like, no, he's supposed to be dancing.
If you want to ride, don't ride the white. Hey, some people might not know about that. We're showing our age right there.
Yeah, that's a classic. That's a classics.
I think the issue with that is, to me, I think Will Smith spent so much time trying to do this clean, hey, Black people don't have to be cursing and shooting. And, you know, he had that whole story about why he doesn't curse anymore in his music. And this old lady came to him and was like, you can express yourself without curse. And you took all of that and just threw it away in a second. And then, as you know, as African Americans, it only take one. And then all of a sudden, we're all violent. We're all known for this. We're all, you know, so.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I feel like people always make everything Black people. Will slap somebody, now Black people.
You know, Black people are known for violence. That's what. Like,
Will Smith.
Will Smith got money. Can I be known for his money too, so I could get some?
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate the whole lumping everybody together for every act that happens. I feel like Will Smith, he got mad and slapped the guy. It ain't all Black people.
And he still didn't defend his wife because his wife was not even supporting him afterwards.
Exactly.
What y'all think about that? I hear people coming at Jada and saying that she's like, you know, ungrateful wife and stuff.
I don't think it's
I don't really know. I don't know them people like that.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's an ungrateful thing. I think they're not evenly yoked because he put himself out there. And so many times it's more like an opportunity for her to speak up of what he could have done different. Right. And he was like, I don't care about what I could be doing different. I am going to be that emperor for my wife. I'm going up here and I'm taking a chance. And so for me, I think, of course, I don't know them. I was looking for her to do the same thing back.
Right.
You know, I was looking for her.
I don't think she does.
And that's the problem. So she might be, again, I don't know them. This is me perspective.
Yeah.
It shows so many times we meet this person and it's so exciting and they give us all this rush and they're toxic and they drain us, you know, and you over here trying to make it work, trying to juggle, like I'm gonna uplift, I'm gonna make it happen because this exciting is gonna be for, and it's not. And that's what I see. I see that Jada's probably a bad bee to him and she makes things exciting. But when it comes down to it, for her to uplift the way you see him making the sacrifices to uplift her, it just doesn't seem like they're evenly yoked there. That's my, from the outside view of it.
Well, see, what I think, you know, don't get me wrong. I like when Birdman ran up to the radio station and everybody was clowning him like, yo, you know, and remember Charlamagne was like, I'm the radio guy. You don't hit the radio guy. You know, so it was the same thing. I mean, Chris Rock is a comedian. You know what I'm saying? He's a comedian. He's up there doing his thing. Could it have been insensitive? Maybe. I don't know. if he knew about Jada Pinkett's issues or what.
Mhm.
But that's an issue that you take backstage. You don't go on stage and make this bold gangster statement against the comedian. He's the radio guy. Like,
He's a comedian, man.
You're supposed to say, meet me outside.
Or you can go to the back and say, hey, Chris, I don't know if you knew, but my wife is dealing with something now. If he still comes out his mouth and say, F that, then, I can understand.
That's
take
different.
it to the next
but
level.
He thought it was funny too.
Right, he did. And since it happened, and since that was a step they took, as Will Smith's wife, what I was disappointed in, whether you wrong or right or wrong, you gonna ride it out with your man. So when they interviewed him, my man stepped right, so we both stepped right. And what? You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You don't leave him out there to drive.
We Bonnie and Clyde. Let's do this.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I don't think she does. Since the whole entanglement thing, I don't think she rock like that. She's
right.
about.
And I think there was a whole bunch of pressure going up on Will. Because for a while now,
they've been clowning Will, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I think all that emotion, like, yo, this is my time to kind of reverse all that and show that I'm Will Smith. And she didn't have his back on that, like hey, yo, we both jumping out the window on this one. She was like,
well, when he said, keep my wife's name out your mouth, she should have been like, that's right,
exactly,
that's right. You heard
she
him.
was not sat there. She was like, yeah, your career's gonna be like mine now.
I don't care if he said it with a high pitched voice. Don't you talk about my wife? Like, you heard what he said. Don't you talk? Just come on. Like, I don't know. Disappointed.
It was clowning. It was funny. I laughed at a lot of stuff. They said, why didn't you slap August? And then I seen a post about that. He didn't slap August. And then they were like, do y'all think he would slap The Rock if The Rock was up there?
No, I don't think he would have slapped anyone else.
No, he slapped the radio guy.
But if a black man does not have his black woman to have his back, aren't we that message?
Be careful, Pearl. You say the black man 3 times, Chantel appears.
I'm done.
Yeah, so you got to go to the second episode to get up on that. If you haven't seen the second episode, go watch it. To catch that joke, you got to go watch the second episode.
Look, I'm just waving goodbye.
Don't mind me. Continue your statement.
You see how KJ trying to start stuff.
I'm just a radio guy.
Don't start no more. I would just like to say that Black Pearl appreciates all her haters. I do not hate you back. I'm inspired by it. Thank you.
I'm just the radio guy.
If you don't want yours, send them over my way. Thank you.
But yeah, I definitely I'm still a Will Smith fan. Like I was saying, I think that he did wonders with Bel Air. I like the fact that they had jazz with some sense. And I love to see.
Yes.
He was smashing Hillary, wasn't he?
He did smash. He smashed Hillary.
I think they're taking it a little bit too fast because everything that happened in 5 seasons, they're introducing in the first season. But I really like the fact that they're introducing men in a suave, clean that they have on suits. I hate the fact that they're alphas, but these men, they
come on,
you
just got on.
He just got on.
Hey man, I got to rep for the bros, man. But these men are in suits, man. They're dressing well. You know what I'm saying? They're well spoken. Look at Jeffrey. Look at the way, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Jeffrey's a gangster. He need a spinoff.
These
does need a spinoff.
These are men in tailored suits and everything like that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll glance over at my wife like, you better not be looking too hard. But but at the end of the day, I'm cool. I mean, it's showing us in a positive light, successful men, businessmen. You know what I'm saying, and showing us in that light. So
not just in the streets.
Right. And they're still like, when things were happening in the show, they still stood up. Stood up and handled their business. Like, hey, I'm still a man now. I'm in this suit, but I'm still a man.
It's not a bunch of ignorant BS that you see out a lot.
Well, I think I also like it because, and this is probably not as big as what you're saying. What you're saying is much bigger, but it's a family. It's not a family where the dad is a crackhead. It's not a family where the dad is sleeping with a white woman because he has money. They even had an episode where, you can see that temptation was trying to come from the outside, and then he still was like, nope, not my. So that was good. Like a jealous husband. I mean, we're not looking for a bunch of jealous, but like, I want this. I'm not going out to sleep with someone else. So now I'm gonna buy your artwork. I'm gonna do, those things don't seem big to other people, but in the Black community, that's huge because usually it's no offense to Tyler Perry, he's doing his thing too, but it's a lot of she's sleeping with him and he's sleeping with her and he doesn't
And the
work.
black dudes is the evil, is the color purple.
Thank you,
Mister. The Mister syndrome where the
nobody
brother's always beating on the woman and doing the dirty, and
my baby daddy didn't give me no money. I'm just like, come on now.
Nobody will ever be able to explain to me, to this day, I haven't got a correct answer, how you can have a black woman get on a plane with her husband and her friend. The husband says, get off, you can drive, but the friend can stay. And that black woman didn't tear that whole plane up from the front to the back. I just never met one. I'm like, Tyler, you're doing too. I mean, that is unrealistic. I don't understand it.
But someone relates to it because people are watching it and watching it and watching it and watching it. That's what I'm saying.
If you relate to that situation,
no, wait, I didn't say I said
no, not you. I'm talking to the audience. If you relate to that situation, please write the good guy experience, because I gotta understand. I have never seen one black woman who would let their husband say, "Hey, look, baby, you gotta drive, but your friend can stay and sit right beside me," and that woman didn't go off. I'm like, Tyler,
we will talk about domestic violence because it happens. It just doesn't look that blatant. Like if you're already being emotionally abused and been told and it's conditioned that you're not good enough and you already like, I'm so fat. Of course he would want her because that's the type of woman that would be okay to sit and see. And if I was her size, that's what it is. It's literally, but in the same note, I'm still wilding out. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
On the same note, I'm still wilding out.
Would you say you would get off the plane to complain? I'm gonna get off this plane, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. So I mean, but to let your friends stay up, I mean, come on.
No, because I'm like, oh, you sitting here too? I invited you. Let's go.
Exactly.
You all getting off the plane.
Exactly.
You can fit perfectly.
Everybody gotta go.
I don't get it. I mean, somebody help me understand. I don't know.
But you know, I don't live that kind of life. So,
but did it not make a lot of money? So we edified that situation.
Yeah, because people love drama.
Just like what is that? Diary of a Mad Black Woman? They dragging her out the house. Excuse me. Even though you want to mind your business, you're not gonna be like, "Yo, son, what you doing? What you doing?"
Those stories are so exaggerated. I couldn't really get with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Tyler Perry. I love
lesson
Tyler
though.
Perry.
Get your bread.
I mean, I have no issue with Tyler Perry. I'm just saying.
But his stories do seem to be a little bit like, really, bro. I mean,
I do like to watch the wigs though. I like to see what wigs are gonna come out.
Why they wig? It's almost like they cut the rug and just.
Whoever decided to give Shamar more of them braids, man,
oh my God! Why? Why do he have to look so scruffy and
that was rough. Like, Tyler, bro, you got billions now. What's good?
He working hard and he can't get a better.
Dude had to set it off braids. Well, I said, God knows, man. That was. It
looked like he set it off a few times.
But
he gave a couple of other people some wigs too. Boris Cujo, he gave him that fro. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that was tough too. That was tough.
What you say it was tough?
It looked like Soul Glow. Like it was like a Soul Glow fro. It was, I don't know.
But that's the same way in Meet the Browns, what they did to, what's his name? Cujo? That's his name? Cujo. He had like the afro.
That's what we talking about, Boris Cujo.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Why didn't they just leave him bald? I don't understand.
We used to see him bald anyway. That just felt wrong.
It looked bad. I was like, does he have a hat?
I just want to meet the person. I just want to meet the person who put it on him and said, that's what we're going with. That's it. That's what's up. Like, I just want to. Who are you? You are the most wonderful person ever. I just got to meet this guy. They put the wig on him and said, "That's what we're rocking with." I got to meet this person.
No, I went like this. That's it. Let's do it.
All right. So
you, sir or ma'am, are awesome, and I would love to meet you.
Yes. And thank you for the laughs. We appreciate it.
And so did you guys hear the news today that let's see, the person running up on Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
He's gonna run up on stage.
And I heard it first from seeing how they jack his ass up first.
Yeah, they broke both his arms. They did MMA moves on him. They was back there power bombing him, suplexing
they probably
him.
Like this.
It was like, nah, this ain't Chris Rock. Nah.
With all this running up on stage and all that stuff like that, now when they start doing stuff, start making people sit in these theaters where you're 90 feet away from the comedian, they put comedians or people behind glass windows where you don't get that effect and stuff like that, then we're gonna be complaining. But all this running up on stage, hidden comedians and tackling people, man, we got to stop it. We got.
I mean, everybody's so sensitive now. Like, you know, it's so many people. Well, I'm not saying everybody, but it's enough people. They feel like, you know, you're not saying what I like, so I gotta shut you down. It's crazy. Just leave the state. Just leave the stadium. Walk out.
Well, it's barely anything that comedians can say now because everything is so sensitive now. If you say, you know, I'm not going to say those things, but if you say certain things, then you got different people that might feel a certain way and try to shut you down for it. Now people running up on stage. I mean, what's the incentive or what's the positive part of being in entertainment now? Really, to me,
the money's still good now. The check is still good.
Shoot. You got to watch what you say. I mean, because come on now, Eddie Murphy Raw or Eddie Murphy Delirious. You play that now. If he did that stand up now, he would probably be leaving in handcuffs with tomatoes and all that stuff thrown all over his jacket and everything like that. I mean, you can't. Comedy is just.
People, you know, I think the real funny ones, like Dave Chappelle, is okay. Like the transgender folks came after him. He still that was a packed house he was in. He's good, you know. I think when you get canceled, the cancel thing, I don't really believe. I think canceling is just you find out who really fucks with you, you know. So you just do so. And what happens is some people get canceled and they find out that they didn't have as many people fuck with them as they thought, and it bothers them. But like Dave Chappelle, we still mess with Dave Chappelle. They can't really cancel him because we're gonna ride with Dave Chappelle. The baby's still good. The baby got canceled supposedly. The baby's still straight, although he's shooting folks and beating people up. He's canceling himself.
Oh man, with these rappers, man,
wasn't that the same thing with Kurt Franklin and his son? He recorded him and he played it, and he wanted him, and everyone's like, "Nah, moving on."
Right?
Yeah. I mean, if you got people rocking with you, you know, then they're gonna rock with you. But what happens is, I think people find out who you really are. Like you say, a political belief that your fans didn't know about. So now you find out who really rocks with who you are, and you know, and that's what it is, you know. So the cancel thing is just, you know, your fake supporters leave you,
so we live in a world where you have a lot of fans or a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, that's fun, when it looks good on the surface, right? And then when you start getting down to the layers of who you are as a human, that's when you find out where people's loyalty lies, right? Like there's some people like, yeah, that's messed up, and they still stay there. And then there's other people that go, I'm not going anywhere, and they find out one thing that's to the left, and they're like, oh, you ain't no good, you know. It's not, yeah. And why can't we just agree to disagree? Why do we have to agree on everything? I just don't understand that. Like, I don't have to like what you're saying, but I don't need to show up either. I don't have to show up to participate.
Tomorrow must be talking about what I was talking about with a Tyler Perry issue. Talking about, I agree, it was unrealistic to me too. Never ever in his lifetime. See, there you go.
Oh yeah,
See, that's a woman that might. There you go, shutting the whole plan. See, those are the ladies that I know. Those are the ladies that I know. You know what I'm saying? You know, and what I mean is, you know what I'm saying, like as a generalized statement, those are black women that I know that's gonna tear this whole daggone scene down.
And then go home and pray about it. Make sure God understands.
Exactly. Oh, you want me to get off?
Hell, Lord, don't send me to hell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want me to get off this plane? Let me make this clear. You want me to get off this plane and leave her up? You know, come on, because I'm gonna tell you. So, I mean,
I'm with Tamara too, and don't ruin the show experience for others that enjoy comedy. If you're hypersensitive, stay your ass. Stay your ass at home.
Stay your ass, capital ASS.
Just stop watching TV all together.
And we need to laugh more. We don't have to be serious all the time.
There's so many people, man, who feel like an entertainer has to have their worldview. I got an argument with somebody on Facebook a couple of weeks ago about Harry Potter. And so I think I posted. I went to Universal Studios. You know, we went to the Harry Potter joint. So, and they were talking about Harry Potter, and somebody was like, "Oh, Harry Potter, the author doesn't like trans people. Like, these can't." I'm like, I don't care. Like, I like the movies. If you like the movies, you ain't got to share my worldview.
I think that the world
There are
would be so
people who
much
don't
better.
like black people and listen to rap. Let's get over ourselves, please.
I think that the world would be so much better if people did a little something called mind your own business. It's not my business what they doing over there. As long as me and my household are in the same agreements, you know what I'm saying, and things like that, and it doesn't extend to you trying to force your views on me. I'm not trying to force my views on you.
Correct.
And we can sit together and we can harmonize and we can live together in harmony. Then what business of it is mine? You know.
Well, how boring would life be if we always agreed on everything?
I didn't say we had to agree. I didn't say we had to agree. I just said
no.
we
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's what people want. They want everything. Yeah. If I think this, we all should think this. That's boring. We're all different because we have different experiences. We grew up in different situations. We see things differently. The only thing I would say is the blatant disrespect is just not necessary. And even when you get upset at someone for saying something you don't agree with, it always seems to come in a disrespectful way. You know what I mean? Like how you said, oh, the person said that the person who wrote Harry Potter doesn't like transgender. I'm sure they were like, but maybe I can meet with them so they can understand. No, you are bashing because you felt like that needed to be bashed. You're no better than, you know what I mean? The accuser is no better than who they're accusing. It just doesn't make sense. Like,
exactly.
Like I said, it's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get along with everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Really? Oh, sorry. Put that on.
I just learned that in NC, an employee can legally fire a person who is gay or trans. I didn't know this. Now that's a problem for real discrimination. Now let me ask you, Tamara, is that because I did hear like back in the day that when we used to go on jobs and interviews and stuff like that, they said they can use race and things like that as a means of employment where all other qualifications have been met. So if you're trying to make a decision and everything else has been met and satisfied or something like that, they can use race and things like that as a means for hiring. Is that true or not?
I don't think so.
I do remember hearing that. So maybe somebody can make some clarifications. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like they like KJ.
Now, as far as that goes, discriminating that's wrong. Like as far as the trans or gay, I'll hire you. I'll defend you. I don't want you getting beat up. None of that. So I ain't with none of that.
It's none of my business.
I have to like you. Show up and do the job.
Like, I just don't understand why it's people's business.
Right.
Who you love and sleep with, as far as a job, I don't care who you.
I don't necessarily agree with Uncle Clifford's stance on what he do on P Valley, but I think he's a funny type person. Do y'all watch that show?
Oh yeah, I like P Valley. I watch that.
Uncle Clifford is one of the funniest people in America to me.
I don't know if there's a new season. If there's a new season, I haven't seen it, but yeah, I watch.
Ain't no crying in the paint.
Yeah, Uncle Clifford is Uncle Clifford. Yeah, he's out there.
I'm not sure if this marginalized pop is included in affirmative action movement. Okay.
Yeah. I think the belief that I have to like you to work with you or to even be in the same vicinity is nonsense, right? I think just respect and keep it moving. Get my job done, keep it moving.
And I got nothing against anybody, man. Just like in school, like I get students and they're like, "Hey, I'm a human being told me that they didn't have a gender, and they said I'm they them," and I was like, "All right, they cool." Because you know what? When I get in my car to leave school, I'm not gonna be thinking, "Oh, I had to say they them."
Yeah,
I'll be like, "All right, yeah, you look like a girl, but hey, they it is." All right, cool.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me either.
Yeah, I'm good. I
had to tell someone like, "Hey, remember, I'm not your age." They were like in their early 20s. I'm like, I grew up getting in trouble for saying they. My mother was like, "Who's they? What's their name? Don't say they." You know, so I have to get used to that. You know, so
yeah. Well, you know, I just believe you gotta respect people. You know, but at the same time, you know, don't be running up on me anytime I make a mistake and like, come on and chill out with that, because I think everything just goes too far sometimes. Now you gotta be canceled because you use the wrong gender for somebody, and you know I ain't with that either. So
I think comedians at least should have a pass on it. I mean,
comedians.
How far is this going to go? I mean, comedians make sexual jokes all the time. I mean, if somebody strike a nerve, the little ping guy, then he's, oh my God, well, you know, I'm offended. And then next thing you know, you can't talk. I mean, how far is it going to go? I mean, it's just,
I think people are okay. I just think, you know, those people are gonna be mad, and you just keep it pushing. You know, everybody can't be happy all the time.
We're heading into a new day. I am, you know, fearful of it because, you know, like I said, I mean, in the future, I fear like, dang, what are you going to be able to say? You know, are you going to be able to even speak your mind? You know,
Hey, there's a lot of truths out here that you just can't say anymore. It seems like it kind of remind. I was looking over. Y'all remember that story, the Emperor's New Clothes?
mm-hmm.
And you know, they some guys that came and said, hey, these are some fine silks, Emperor, and only an idiot, you know, if you're an idiot, you won't be able to see them. So everybody was like, ooh, look at these fine threads, ooh, and the Emperor's walking down the street, and finally somebody says, hey, he's naked, and then all of a sudden other people are like, yeah, he is naked. I feel like that's where we at right now.
Absolutely.
A lot of people are just like going along with stuff and like, you know, because you know,
they're following the crowd. That's what it is.
And there's some weird stuff going on that I don't know, but
and people are afraid to stand out, right? Mm-hmm. Everything is not a Instagram like or a TikTok video, but that's the world we live in. So we want to be liked. Some of us don't worry about being respected, and that's the problem.
Yeah, right. Like I was watching the guy who well, the person who won the swim meet. You know what I'm talking about, the
one that they said it doesn't count because they were also transgender. Is that
the transgender woman who won the swim meet?
But they said it didn't count because
they counted. They shouldn't count it.
That's a tricky subject right there because
well, I'm not worried about it, but because just like anything else, we're learning. You can't expect us to know what's going on overnight, right? So
my only question with that is, you know, if it's all equal, I'm just where the trans men who are like dominating men's sports. If it's like, I'm just saying, like, where are they at? Because if it's just equal, then there should be like some trans men in the NCAA tournament or some trans. I ain't seen none.
I don't think that they're comfortable enough for that yet. I'm just being. Let's be honest. It's newer, and they're still fighting and encountering a lot of challenges that I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because all I'm seeing is men that transition to women dominating sports.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people who've gone from being female to male, and we work with them, and it's so challenging in general. It's a lot of emotions there.
Oh, I'm thinking about sports though. Are they like?
I mean, meaning for them to go through that, then be in the limelight. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of emotions there.
Okay.
They probably still need to deal with. Is what I'm saying to you.
So. Okay. Hey, I'm just wondering. I'm just because it's new. I'm just curious. It's an interesting topic.
You ask, and you know it's going to pop up. It's going to be one of our topics.
So, if anybody knows, are there any trans men who've? Because me as a coach who've coached like girls and stuff. I'm just curious, like, if there any trans men that have dominated a man's sport.
I haven't heard of any. That's me.
So if anybody out there knows, just hit me up. Sure, drop a line.
Changing the subject a little. Have you guys heard about the Great Resignation?
Yeah, everybody's quitting, man. Everybody's quitting.
Everyone's just quitting. Like, I don't have to deal with this, and they just quit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people during the pandemic found better ways to make money. For one. And then a lot of people, a lot of companies got exposed for underpaying people. So once people found better money doing other things, they're not coming to the work minimum wage. It's going to be hard.
Right. So. And you got these, I mean, this younger generation, like I said, it could be a good thing. I mean, you know, this younger generation is fearless. So a lot of these kids, man, and a lot of these new generation, they will up and, you know what?
They bounce.
I'm out. See, you know, we came at a time where it's like, you don't work, you don't eat. Yeah. You know, so we stay.
I still live in that world. What you mean?
It's a different mentality. Younger kids, if they don't like something, they're out of there. They bounce. I respect that about them. I like that.
Right, they're fearless, you know. But we gotta, you know, if we can turn that fearlessness and point it into a positive direction, then we got something, you know, very good on our hands. But these kids now, man, I mean, hey, you've been through a drive-through lately? They don't even say welcome no more. order. I'm like, somebody was telling me,
Did you say order?
Your customer service has went down because they're hiring anybody now.
Man, a friend of mine was telling me they went through a drive-through and then they said, "Hey, how are you doing today?" Then the person just said, "Hey, just make your order." Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
what you want?
Exactly. They
crazy.
just say sometimes they just say the store name, Burger King. Oh, I know where I'm at. I'm seeing if I can order whatever, So
I know my wife jokes me because I go to this African restaurant and they've been open a while, but they got terrible customer service. So I go in there and they look and they go, "What you want?"
What restaurant?
It's a West African restaurant down here. Now they're like, "What you want? What you want?" And I'm like, hurry up. The rice, the jollof rice, and they just here you go.
Right. And when I said Burger King earlier, that wasn't necessarily me going. I was just using this example. But yeah, man, the customer service nowadays is just it's
just service. I think customer service.
But you can always count on Chick-fil-A, man. You can always count on Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but they say it's my pleasure to roll their over to the. You want sauces? Yes, my pleasure.
Oh, somebody answered my question. You ask and you shall receive.
That's what I said.
One said they've seen a female transition to male, play high school football, and he was a beast on the field. I would love to see it. I would like to see it. See, I just be wondering stuff sometimes. All right. Oh, as she said, the customer service, yeah, but it's true. Customer service is down. It's down.
It's facts.
All the good customer service people.
Man, let me tell you. Oh yeah, so we was at for an AAU game, and we down there. We went to a restaurant or whatever, and the guy forgot he had his mic on and stuff. So we're waiting, and my wife is sitting there looking at the screen, and he's like, "Hold on for a second." He forgets he has his mic on, so he's having a whole conversation with his staff. "Hey, look, I need some help." "Oh, so you can't do that for me?" "Wow, help me. So we just sitting there listening to the whole conversation in there. So that's you really telling me that you can't get that for? Wow, fuck this. Help me. So I mean, you can ask my wife. True story. So my wife is just sitting there, just listening. I mean, we just listening the whole time. Like for 5 minutes straight, he argued with his co-workers and everything.
And I can hear that. Wow.
Exactly. It was wow. And then he just help me.
Wow. Hit him with a Kevin Hart.
So yeah, exactly. So I mean, I'm not lying, I'm not making it up. And then I guess he realized his mic was on. Then he just comes back nonchalant. "You can go ahead with your order." I'm like, bro, it's different. It's different nowadays, man. It's different.
Oh, I know. I in the line I work in, trying to get people to actually talk on the phone is, no. This is not, before you used to be like, "Thank you for calling. My name is Erica. How may I help you?" Now they're like, "Hello." Just like, and it's quiet. Hello. I'm like, oh no, I can't, Lord. I can't. So yeah.
How's the turnover rate? Is it?
Ooh wee.
Yeah.
Hello. I don't even think mattresses get turned over the way these are playing. I want to know where they getting their money though. So tell me, let me come with y'all. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
So what's some things? I mean, we gonna be bringing up in the future, man. We got a long season ahead of us, an exciting season. What are some of the things that you guys want to talk about? Hey, you guys at home, you guys in the audience, feel free on the in the chat in the group. Post some things. What do you guys want to hear from us? Because I know I have some things that I want to talk about. Yeah. I know I have some things I want to talk about. With me being newly in the frat and everything like that. I have had some people wonder. Some people have been wondering what do fraternities do? What do you bring to the Black community? What do you do besides step or cookout and things like that? Do you bark or bark? So, and I have heard. I mean, I've had people come up to me with those questions and things like that. And I would like to bring on some brothers, not necessarily of just Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I know some good Kappa brothers. I know some good Sigma brothers, some good Iota brothers. I know some good Delta sisters. My wife's an AKA. I would like to bring on Greeks to say, hey, this is what we do. This is what we bring to the community, to help for some understanding. Before I got into this great frat, I had questions. So coming through and just having that conversation, that's one conversation I'd like to have. Are there anything that you guys would like to discuss for this season?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on.
A lot.
You know, I've been watching a lot of news and stuff lately. I don't know, man. I've been going down that rabbit hole. I seen we missed World War III. World War III happened. What's happening? I don't know.
What?
World War III.
Okay, wait, where was I?
Right.
Well, you know, they talk about Ukraine and Russia.
Oh, I'm like.
And see, look, I guess because there was one a good World War III, because y'all don't know what happened, but yeah.
Well, I just don't care.
yeah. There are a lot of people in my circle was talking about that when that was going on. There's I don't know, just news wise, you know, this was big. You know, they're talking about abortion possibly going away.
Where's it going?
Away, illegal.
What?
So
people use that.
So the Supreme,
myself, but some people use that for birth control.
Well, they're gonna have to do something different. If they do what what they just leaked out, they just decide they're gonna vote against it in the Supreme Court. It was a leak, which is crazy, and so that's what's possibly going to happen. So that's the result of the Trump.
So let me guess, a bunch of men have come together and decided that women shouldn't have abortion.
That's twice you said men.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's twice you said. That's twice you was like men, Eric, Black Pearl. But one more time, she'll appear.
Yeah, it's mostly men, but it's a lot of women. It's a lot of women, surprisingly, that are for that too. I remember I was driving Uber one time, and it freaked me out. I was driving Uber. This girl gets into the Uber car, and I'm like, "Hey, where you going?" "Oh, I'm going so and so." So we start driving, and we go around this corner, and it's like this medical van, and it's like Novant Health. This lady comes out, nice old lady. She's so nice. And, hey, put the window down, and she's like, "Oh, I got in the doctor's appointment." I'm like, "Okay." She comes down, looks at me, looks at her, looks at me, looks at her. Oh, and looks at her. "Oh, you must be the patient." And she goes, "Come on in here." And then I'll ask a bunch of questions. How far along are you? She's like, "How did you know I was pregnant?" And come to find out, she's one of the anti-abortion people. And then she starts yelling at her, "You're gonna kill your baby!" And she's like, "Go, drive." Put my window up, I speed off, and as I'm driving down, it's all these crazy people. They got like fake dead babies.
For years.
And it was like all women, and that's one thing.
4 years.
It was all women. So like that's when people talk about like women going to vote. You know, the women going to vote, and they're going to start voting for people to save abortion. I'm like, I don't know, because there was a lot of women who was like, "No, you're killing your." I was like, wow. I don't know. I'm a man. It's not my business.
I just feel like then what's the alternative? Because we have plenty of children. I'm not saying abortion's good or bad, whatever. But what's the alternative? Because there are people who actually get abortions for legit reasons, right? Not as birth control. But then you have a foster care system that's failing children that just sit there until there's nothing left. And then they're like, "Okay, you're 18, gotta go. You don't know how to live on your own, but you gotta go. Time to go. Tick, 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 tick."
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of people who want to, get rid of it, and then once the kid is born, they're like, "We don't care, whatever." So I don't think people think ahead there. But and then two, a lot of people, say that it's certain groups are trying to save their birth rate because their birth rate is low, so they're trying to keep certain America from turning to brown. So it's one thing that they're gonna do to try to help that. I don't know. It's a lot of agendas out there. I don't know. I'm not saying that's what it is.
You can't erase us.
But,
you cannot.
I don't know. That's what I hear.
In order to have no color, you have to start with color. That's all I'm gonna say. Look at this nice topic that they have down here, though.
So that's
you starting to sound like Ash Jones. Ash Jones, where you at? We miss you, girl.
Oh man.
That people don't want to work. Like, how are y'all living? I need to understand this problem. Has the pandemic caused people to feel entitled? Of course.
Absolutely.
You know, it was a time where people were just sitting at home getting paid. And things like that. And yes, that have made people, hey, I'm entitled to this money.
If I was able to do it then, I could do it now, type of thing.
You know, it upsets me. You know, I know some people personally that sit at home all day and do absolutely nothing. And how is it that when we on Facebook, the people that have no job always on vacation? I don't understand it. And I'm sitting up here, you know, working my butt off. And don't get me wrong, I love my job. I love what I do. But I'm working my butt off. And we trying to strive for one vacation in the summer. We trying to get them 5 days. And these people every month. Hey, y'all.
Yeah. But you know
we,
what happened?
we know a lot of people are working remote now. There's a lot of people, a lot of companies realize that they save money by going remote. You know, person in my house is remote now, so you know it is what it is. So you know that might be it. They might be on vacation, but when they get off Facebook, they working and vacationing at the same time.
Well, Ty, I thought that this, like when this whole pandemic first happened, I thought that the school building was going to come obsolete. I thought that they were going to actually go into making schools virtual forever and getting rid of buildings and things like that. Because if you look at the overhead cost, having to feed lunches, having to provide a building, having to, you know, a lot of communities
utilities and all that stuff too.
Right. Let's just have them have, you know, they got to feed themselves. They got all they got to do is log. We provide computers, and that's it.
I think they thought about it, but the kids weren't learning shit. Our kids, woo, them kids. I was logging in and nobody was logging in with me. Yeah.
Right. Oh, but see, topic: body image, male and female, people getting illegal enhancements and beauty. I think that's a great topic. Tomorrow we gonna have to hire you as our executive planner or something.
All right, our PR.
It works my nerves. I wish I could work full time like I used to. Oh yeah.
It's coming because they're not taking those jobs. It's coming. They're not.
And I want to say this, guys. Kim, I see that you're logging in from YouTube, guys. Unfortunately, we saw the post that on Facebook they're not allowing podcasts anymore. So what we're going to have to do is before that date, we're going to have to give you guys the link to log in on YouTube. We're going to be, we're going to have our group still. But the live shows are going to have to be streamed, and even the recorded shows are going to have to be watched on YouTube. So when we get further information, we'll definitely put that in the chat and in the group. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for tuning in with us.
I think it's Elon Musk, man. Elon Musk did something.
But it's no biggie. All you got to do is just, instead of logging in on Facebook, just head on over to YouTube. Tired of people dancing all in the video. Come on over to YouTube.
Come on over to YouTube.
There's another one. Some people might not be old enough for that joke. They're like, what is this guy talking about?
Man, just YouTube it, man. YouTube it. You'll see. Like young kids be knowing about the 90s, knowing that they study the 90s. My kids
do. My kids do.
Knowing about the stuff.
They be coming down like, what you know about that?
Right.
Wait,
right.
Calm down.
Right. Some of these kids, they know a little something. So it's a couple of students in my classes. I'm like, yo, what you know about that? Yeah, I know about it, coach. I'm like, oh, okay.
I need them to know how to act right, though. That's what I need them to know.
Like, what you know about that?
How to act right.
Right.
But no matter where we are, guys, the good guy experience is going to come with the same fire, with the same energy. It doesn't matter if we're on Facebook, YouTube, the Elon Musk show. We're gonna make it happen. So
that's my guy, though. Elon Musk, that's my dude, man. Yeah. Not really. Nah, but hey, I do a little crypto. He hooked me up a while back for Dogecoin. He had that thing go up. I was like, appreciate you.
Should we be investing in crypto coins and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
Look at you starting a whole new topic. Stop it.
Yes. Hey, that's a whole we do a show. I get my homeboy.
That's what I'm saying.
I got some folks to come on. Hey, I'm all about it.
And we probably could get Ash, because Ash been trying to get us to do that.
Ash gonna come on and she be like, the real meaning behind those coins, right?
Yes.
Then Ash cussed me out one day.
Okay. It's okay. It makes you strong.
Nah, it was all love.
Hey, to be fair, Ash has cussed us all out. So
all of us.
It was an honor.
I enjoyed mine, though. I enjoyed the whole process.
I felt like as I was getting cussed out, I was like, "This is awesome."
Yeah, Because it's not, well, for me, my experience with Ash is it's not ignorance. Like she's like coming with facts.
No,
It's like,
Oh yeah,
passion.
Ash is a brilliant mind. Ash is a
Passion. I
brilliant
like
mind.
passion. I'm good.
Ash is very brilliant. She's very brilliant.
Look,
Very.
I teach middle school. I deal with. Hey, I'm good. I'm cool with it. I'm all good. You know.
Me too. I understand exactly what you're saying.
oh, well, I'm a single mom of 3. No more questions asked.
I think you just trumped what we said.
Oof. No, I'm joking.
Thank you too, Tamara. You know, thank you for watching the progression. We're glad that you enjoyed the show. Tell everybody that we're back. Tell everybody to tune in on 9 o'clock on Wednesdays. That we're back. We're getting things revved up, man. We're going to give you a season of great shows. You know, hitting you with the heat.
No doubt about it. Oh man, we hit our hour, so here we go. So we go ahead and give our final.
We did it.
All right, so we got Black Pearl. What you got for us?
I don't have anything too deep. I just want to thank the participants that came to watch us. I missed you guys. I missed doing this. Don't blink. You might miss us.
Hot dog.
No doubt. All right, Mr. Dog.
Hey,
Bart first.
Hey, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support the Good Guy Experience. We're back. We're like we never left. This is fun. This is therapeutic. A lot of people come and a lot of people watch us. We're motivation for you guys, and you guys are motivation for us. And it's great to be back. It's great to be back. And shout out to everybody for all your support. And shout out to the greatest fraternity in the whole world and the Traveling 10.
Look out for that show, The Traveling 10 in Black.
Hey, y'all hear that, right? Yo. So that the 10, y'all, hey, that's a challenge. Y'all got to come on. The 10. Dogs unite.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, no doubt, man. Just make sure you support us. All right. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube, jump on over there, subscribe, hit the like. All right. And go ahead and hit the like button. While we on Facebook, where we end up outside of Facebook, hit the like, check us out. Check out the replay. We're going to be out there. All right. It's all love, man. It's all love. And we're going to come back with more heats every Wednesday at 9 consistently. All right. And get on the group. Hey, drop some comments, drop some posts. It's a community. So
yeah, because we getting rid of all them spams and stuff like that. I don't know who, man.
Let it go.
Hey,
who let these people eat?
Hey, look. Hey, I don't know. Hey, look. Hey, when you was gone, I was trying to keep it balanced and stuff, but I don't know.
I come back to models and stuff. I'm like, good and damn well. This person ain't up here talking about hello.
Yeah.
Boy, say goodnight. Say goodnight to the people. Say goodnight to
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Good night, y'all. Good night.